Please come in front here. Yes, kujeni. Tafadhali.
Wako Yesu nasimama. Wewe ndiye mwamba imara isiyotingizika.
Yes, wote kama unajua unahusika kwa kusoma eulogy, tafadhali kuja hapa mbele, sababu tukianza tunataka iende kwa utaratibu. So karibu sana Bwana Peter Masit. Bas, kwa sababu ya muda tumeombwa ya kwamba tupunguze sana, hatutasoma yote. So nakuria tutapeana tu sehemu ile ya muhimu sana tusome hapo, alafu tutamaliza, tuwapatie nafasi viongozi wapate nafasi ya kutoa pole zao. Bas, karibu sana ndugu yetu Bwana Peter Masit, karibu.
Bas, nitaenda kusoma historia ya mwenda zake na nitasoma kwa lugha ya Kiingereza. So you will bear with us because of time. We might not read all what is there in the eulogy book. So when we skip, don't complain, just bear with the situation. I read. Birth and early life. The late Chirchir Masit Chumiot was born in the year 1922 in Muskut area of Soy Southward in Kerio Valley. He was the firstborn child to the late Kipkoros Masit and late Kabilo Masit Kopsiro. He was brother to the late Tabarno Masit, late Tablile Masit, Joseph Kipkoech Masit. When his father passed on, his mom relocated to his uncle's home, that is Kamatis, in Lelboinet, where he was brought up until the time of initiation at Kapsila in the year 1939. And among his age mates, that is Bakule, were the late Silarono, the late Jacob Cheum, Lord Cheruti Chepkemei, and the late Kimutai Tireito. Kuko's life in its entirety gravitated around business, which evolved from humble beginnings, from buying eggs, which he sold in Tambach, Eldoret, and Kampala, using his bicycle as a mode of transport. In his return journey, he brought shop merchandise for sale to local shopkeepers. Mzee was not a spendthrift, a factor which enabled him grow his business to the current form. He used to carry fried maize, hapo nikiwekwa kwa kikale ko bandek chikakigel, kicham kogele bandek akotuyo ak talamik ak beek chekibe sotet sikoboisie koik lunch, kimukwale lunch. So as I go ahead, he used to carry fried maize and locusts together with water in a cart as his meal. Such was his business acumen, which enabled him to buy a lorry as his business expanded. He later diversified to trading in potatoes and could go as far as Cherangani Hills and Metkei. In general, he literally traversed the country. As his business grew, he used to transport his goods using train from Kipkabos railway station to Nakasero market in Kampala. He later diversified to trading in potatoes. You could go as far as Cherangali Hills and Metkei. In general, illiterate at first, his business crew he used to transport using a train from to Kambala. He was among the founder members of Chepkorio Cooperative Society. He employed so many people in his farm as casuals and herdsmen. Mzee Masit, with the late Athanas Kandie and the late Mzee Kiboki, petitioned the courts to be allowed to cultivate pyrethrum and wheat, whose growing was then prohibited by the colonial government in the regressive policy, which then targeted Africans for persecution and discrimination. Marriage and family life. The late Kuga got married to late Christina Saniego in the year 1947. He was also husband to the late Councillor Rhoda Masit, Esther Masit, and Sophia Masit. He was blessed with the following children: the late Kimeli Masit, Susan Komen, late Rose Masit, late Grace Kamar, Francis Masit, retired teacher, late Christopher Masit, Peter Masit, Senior Assistant Chief Kamelil, Irene Masit, former IEBC Commissioner, Kiblagat Masit, formerly of NSSF, Margaret Masit, Charles Masit, Kibieko Masit, businessman, Volcano Eldoret, Josephine Masit, Kenya Pipeline Company, Caroline Masit, Kikosi Investment, Kipkeme Masit, Cheruto Masit, Chemele Masit of KMTC Nairobi, Sheila Masit of MTRH, Kibet Masit, Chelakat Masit, business lady Eldoret, Kipto Masit, businessman Eldoret, Chepchumba Masit, Bliss GVS, Kemboy Masit, Masi Masit, and Kelvin Masit. He was father-in-law to Anna Changwany, Francisca Ruto, Elizabeth Kibet, Caroline Kimitei, KVDA, Josephine Mayo, Ruth Chok, MTRH, Beatrice Keter, Gladys Chebi, Viola Cherono of Yuchi County Government, and Cecilia Kurgat. He was blessed with several grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. He was son-in-law to the late Kiblelmet Marundich and the late Kimoy Marundich of Koptega, that is Tambole, late Pastor Joash Kipketer and late Trufosa Keter of Kapsangere, Kipto Kutuny, and Mrs. Chesang Kutuch of Kamisoi family from Njoro, the late Kiptui Cheboy and late Tabrandich Kiptui of Chepkorio. His sons-in-laws include Philip Komen, Joseph Kamar, Robert Rono, Silas Cheriot, Titus Kimboy, and Kennedy Mayo. He was cousin to Kapsaweri, Kapkarga, Kaprembeya family, Sirma family, Kaptuyot family, Kapchemoyai, Kamoindio, Kaplori, Kapkosilbet, Kapkugai, Kapius, Kaptororei, among others. He was uncle to Ramoeg, Kamatis, and Kapsila of Kapchepsone family. He was brother-in-law to Kamatonye, late Mr. William Lelmet, Joseph Lelmet, James Kipketer, Samuel Kipketer, Joseph Kiptui, Joram Kiptui, Charles Murkor, James Some, and John Kirwa, among others.
Education and occupation. Despite Mzee, our dad, not accessing any form of formal education, he was a champion and advocate of matters education. This was exhibited by his desire to educate all his children, which he did successfully. He also assisted in building many schools. For example, in Boynet Primary School, Kapkwenda Primary School, Sitotwa Primary School, Naibiri, Plateau Primary School, among others. Under his patronage of Mosob Youth Association, he mentored the lives of long-serving minister and member of parliament for Keyo South, the late Honorable Nicholas P. Watt, former Controller of State House, the late Abraham Kiptanui, late Lucas Chirchir, former Managing Director, National Oil Corporation, Mr. Joseph Kwambai, Wilson Maina, Arab Logoy, former Permanent Secretary, Mr. Joseph Kipsanai, Henry Tuyot, and long-serving University Don, Francis Sang, among others. Around 1968, the late Mzee Masit used to host mentees each holiday on school closing dates, as well as during opening. An elaborate flag hoisting ceremony was normally conducted where the top performing students in the group were honored with their neckties affixed to the flag from the top downwards in order of academic excellence. He used to slaughter a bull to feed the students who used to be hosted overnight at his residence. In the group of students, Mzee mentored the late Honorable B. Watt, who always stopped the group academically. He was among those who led delegation to the State House to see the second President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Despite his non-access to formal education, he mobilized many people to migrate to Uasin Gishu, among them Mzee Kamar, Mzee Kibaki, Atnas Kandie, Mzee Kipsawar, Arap Korir, among others. He encouraged many people to buy land in Uasin Gishu and Eldoret town. Leading by example, he bought his land at Plateau in 1963 from a white settler. He bought his first plot in Eldoret in 1980, which he built immediately before diversifying to Langas other areas. He employed so many people in his farm as casual herdsmen. Among his workers was the late Jackson Gibor, who worked as his driver. It was that entrepreneurial spirit inborn within Mzee that propelled him to be one of the pioneer real estate business people in Eldoret town, Chepkorir House. The inborn talent thrust him into uncharted business territories, frontiers that even people more educated could not comprehend nor transcend. Mzee exhibited a God-given industrial drive which enabled him construct and complete a modern business mall in Chepkorir even in his sunset years. His feat and achievement attributed to a positive mindset and a permanent preparedness to positively change the attitude and perceptiveness to life of all those who interacted with him. Those traits which he instilled in his children enabled them succeed in different spheres of life, from business to the public service.
Christian life. The late Chumnyot was an ardent Christian who professed his faith at the Church of Christ in Ngeleltarit in Naiberi. He was one of the church founder members and at the same time served as the chairman between 2002 to 2007. Mzee was baptized by the late Pastor Wilson Kandie in 1998 at the same church and given the name Richard. During construction of the church in Naiberi, he also participated in the construction of Kamelil Church of Christ in Chepkorir Ward. Health life. The late Guga Chirchir Masit enjoyed good and vibrant health throughout. It was not until 2024 that Mzee began complaining of health issues normally associated with old age. The problems were to later affect his eyesight. The age-related complications necessitated his being admitted at St. Luke's Hospital on 17th July 2024 until the time of his demise on 2nd August 2024. It was the only time in his life that he was admitted at health facility. May your soul rest in peace, Daddy.
Daughter-in-laws, the passing on of our father-in-law was devastating to us. We may not have known you for many years, but... Oh. Sorry. Wives, we stand before you with our hearts heavy with grief, yet also filled with love as we pay tribute to our dear husband. This eulogy is a reflection of the life we shared, the love we experienced, and the indescribable loss that his passing has brought. You are not only our husband, but also our best friend, our confidant and partner in every aspect of life. Together we built a life filled with love, mutual respect, and endless support. Shine on your way until we meet on that beautiful shore.
Sons, we treasured the time that we shared, and we wish to express our deepest gratitude and appreciation to you for the overwhelming love, care, provision, and support that you wholeheartedly gave to us. We are grateful and appreciate the virtues of hard work and discipline that you imparted on us. Thank you.
We are going to read on behalf of 13 daughters of Kugo. You are the light of our lives. As your daughters, we felt deeply loved and honored with devotion. As little girls, you cared, provided, and mentored us in a special way. You worked so hard to bring us up, and we never lacked, and that is the reason we grew up to be principled women.
Principled women that we are today, and your importance in our lives cannot be quantified. You embodied unconditional love, strength of spirit, and unending generosity. You are our pillar, mentor, and role model, teaching us resilience, hard work, honest, and responsibility. We are forever indebted.
Daughters-in-law, the passing on of our father-in-law was devastating to us. We may not have known you for so many years, but for the time we knew you, when we got married to your sons and daughters, you welcomed us to be part of your family warmly and with love. You love kindness and generosity, drew us closer to the family, making us feel easily accepted and be part of a loving family. We are glad that with your wise counsel, you brought up our spouses to be the fine gentlemen they are today. We shall always cherish the good memories you shared.
Grandchildren, our dearest Guga, no one really greeted us the way you did. We would receive biggest hugs whenever we visited you, or you met us walking, and the embrace was of equal measure, and we had to be ready for it. You loved us mightily, and it felt like a force.
You always inquired about our education concerning our performance at school. We remembered all the days when we could sit under the sun while telling us stories about how we lived, how life used to be in olden days. We know we wanted you to be with us even longer, but we knew your body was tired and God chose to give you rest.
Dance with the angels, Guga, and for now, your love from us is eternal.
Great grandchildren, no matter what Google, you always be remembered. Your heart is so priceless that its product goes on in us. We will miss your love, kind gestures, and smile. We will never forget you, and goodbye, our great-grandpa.
Great-great-grandchildren, we don't know how long it will take us to grieve this huge loss. We acknowledge that you molded us to be who we are today by encouraging us to work hard in school and chase our academic dreams. We shall always cherish what we have learned from you. We shall never forget one thing, that whenever we came visiting, you always checked on our academic progress. We dearly miss you, Grandpa.
Asanteni sana familia. Tuchukue sadaka sasa, alafu tuendelee.
So, karibu kwa sadaka. So those who are receiving